Trudeau has resigned. How much of this is related to President-elect Donald Trump coming back into the White House and just generally what happened with the president-elect recently in the past few weeks?
Well, I think it is related. Trump appearing and openly mocking Trudeau and Canada generally was, I think, the last straw. And realistically here, Prime Minister Trudeau was already in a very weak position. The economic numbers in Canada are not very good. They have a major housing crisis. He was very unpopular when this started, and the arrival of kind of the re-arrival of President Donald Trump on the scene as a major player and the incoming president of the United States really doubled down all of those issues, I think, for Canadians, particularly those in the Liberal Party who realized that if Trudeau continued to be their leader, they were not going to do well in upcoming elections. So while Trump was relevant, the real root cause here is unpopularity at home among the voting populace in Canada.
And Donald Trump Jr. just landed in Greenland. How do you look at this trip?
Well, I think this is the Greenland issue may be a more serious issue. You know, you were talking earlier about the possibility of Canada becoming an American state. That's not very realistic. It is not implausible that the U.S. play a greater role in the future of Greenland. There's no logical reason why Greenland should be part of Denmark. Greenland's in North America. It plays a huge role in national security issues, particularly with respect to the Arctic, which is increasingly important with climate change, with some other developments, with an increased competition from China. Greenland and its position in North America and with respect to the Arctic is becoming more and more important to U.S. national security interests. So I would take this issue much more seriously than the idea of Canada becoming an American state.
Fascinating. I want to go back to Canada once again. Do you think the Liberal Party and leaders in the Liberal Party have a chance moving forward after Trudeau? And can they change the fortunes of the ruling party, or are we going to see a total change in Canada after Trudeau?
Well, I suspect we're going to see a change. The Liberal Party's been in power for about 10 years. That's a long time in a democracy. The Conservatives with Pierre Poilievre now have a viable alternative. He's been working very hard, as far as I can tell, talking to ordinary Canadians. He's got a effective message about building up the working class and making housing more affordable. So I suspect the Liberal Party's not going to do well in the next round of elections, no matter who they put in place to replace Trudeau.
Very interesting. Lester Munson, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for joining me this morning on WION.
Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.